today, but I heard you guys finished talking about what? Holocaust and
KKK.
what was it? The resistance.
How about the KKK?
I don't think you talked about the KKK, did you?
I did the KKK.
Oh, you talked about the KKK in another class, maybe?
No.
About the Holocaust in World War II. We're going to talk a little bit about literary elements today, okay? In the next few weeks, we're going to start doing some journals and some thinking about what it was like to live during the time of the Holocaust, okay? So as we talk about literary elements, we need to be thinking about
The nature.
nature. Has a similar ending, doesn't it? Do you know the Korean for literary? You can say it to Phoebe, see if you guys can work it out.
Yeah.
What is it?
How to say it?
Say it in Korean to Phoebe and see if you two can work it out. Elements,
How do I throw it?
I want you to throw it and see if you can hit it. Ready? Alright, try it. Try it. It's okay. It's okay. See, ready? Mine's not gonna.
That's that.
Okay, throw it. Throw it. Ready? Everyone throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Yours flew really well. Midel, I want you to come up here. Come up here. Grab 2 airplanes. They're not yours. It doesn't have to be yours. Phoebe,
Go
come on
grab
up. Lucas, come on up. Everyone grab 1 literature element that you, or 2 literature elements that you just picked up as your airplane. Unfold them, put them out on here. I am going to give you a couple of minutes. I want you to read through what your literary element is. Okay? I want you to read through what this is, and then you are going to tell the rest of us about it. So, okay? This chart that I just gave you has all of the literary elements on them that we're going to go over together, okay? So as your classmate is talking, I want you to fill out the columns that they're talking about, okay? So before we start, you need to fill out yours. So Phoebe has protagonist and point of view. So Phoebe, right now, is going to fill out point of view and protagonist on her chart, okay? Just one. Okay, well, let's see what that says. Oh. Antagonist. Who has antagonist?
Me.
Who has this one? Okay.
I know.
Lucas, can you please teach us what an antagonist is? What does it mean?
Antagonist is more than one antagonist.
Okay.
What?
So what is an antagonist then? Right? So what is an antagonist? Hold on real quick. Lucas is going to teach us. What's an antagonist?
A character who causes problem.
Okay, so the character in the story that causes a problem. Let's think of an example. What is a popular movie that has come out? What do you think?
That was
Infinity War, actually. Let's do that. Infinity War. Did you guys all see Infinity War?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you all saw Infinity War. So, an antagonist is what?
It's the bad guy.
So, a lot of times, many times, it's the bad guy. So, the antagonist is someone who's, what did you say, Lucas?
Cause the problem.
Causing a problem, okay? So, in Infinity War, who would have been one of the antagonists?
Oh, I forgot the name.
Wait, what's the Infinity War? Which
You
one?
think, the what?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, that's okay.
Hulkbuster? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
who would be an antagonist in Star Wars?
The person that had the great
Like
saber.
A
movie.
short movie. It's a short movie. But we're going to watch it one time all the way through. Okay? Then we will watch it one more time and we will talk together about these literary elements in this short movie?
1080p.
Let's see. I think that is so interesting because we were able to get the whole story and there was not even one word spoken, right? I thought that was really interesting. So we're going to watch it one more time, but before we do that, let's talk about plot. I think we can summarize the plot before we watch it again. What's the plot, basically, what's happening?
First, they were talking.
Okay, so remember, just the main event. So what was happening? What was the basic storyline of what happened?
Like they fly and then sit on the rail,
The telephone wire.
and
Mhm.
then one more bird came, and then the bird bumped into him, so they fight, and then more colors they bump again.
Okay, good. And then what happens at the end? The big bird does what?
People were like back at them because like
Their feathers.
yeah,
They went
feathers
because
was
they
like-
all went way up into the air, right? Good.
Yes.
So the plot is just the main events, right? And look at how important it was that we told the events in order, right? We don't want to start at the end because that wouldn't make sense, would it? Like there was this big bird and all these naked birds, and then there was a wire, so it doesn't make sense if you tell it the wrong way, right? So we need to tell them in order. Good. So there's the plot. Okay? We can already answer one of these questions. We can already answer one of these. Setting. What's setting? Phoebe, what is the setting? Yeah, probably afternoon, right? How do we know it's the afternoon? What clues do we have as the afternoon?
Right.
Yeah, it's nice and bright, right? So we know it's not nighttime because what, Phoebe? Yeah, because it's bright, we can see the clouds and the blue sky, right? It's not raining, so it's sunshiny out. Okay, so that, and what is the location? Yeah, it's usually like either electric wire or telephone wire, right? Okay, so setting's pretty easy, isn't it? Right? Okay, there's a setting. Okay, what did he just do?
Like
Like
you're
make
like
a face.
redoing the
He's pretending to be who?
the
The big bird. So what is he actually doing?
bullying.
Teasing and bullying, isn't he? Is he being very kind? Because look who he's talking to. His other friend, right? And now they're kind of hee, right? About the big bird. So they're making fun of him, aren't they? Right? Okay. What to do?
Sit down.
Yeah, he just wants to sit on the wire, right? If we had to guess, which one of these, is he the protagonist or the antagonist?
Intern.
What do you think?
The antagonist.
Okay, why do you think he's the antagonist?
He is making problems.
Okay. What else? Who else? Does everyone agree? Does everyone have a different thought? What if I said, hey, I think the big bird is the protagonist?
It's okay too because he is smart.
Okay, so it depends on maybe which perspective you take, right? Because if we said the big bird was the protagonist, what is the difficulty he's facing?
He was like making problems.
Well, what if we said the big bird was the protagonist? That means the big bird is having a difficulty. What is the difficulty he's wanting to solve?
You want to play with them?
Okay, so he wants to hang out with them. What else does he want to do?
Want to sit on the wire.
He wants to sit on the wire, right? Now, if we were to say the small birds were the antagonists, how are they making it difficult for the big bird? What are they doing?
Laughing at him?
Yeah, they're laughing and teasing, right? Are they asking him to join them on the wire?
No.
No, right? So they're making it difficult for him to sit down, aren't they? Right? So now, let's see what happens. Okay, what is the conflict?
Like he fell down.
Okay, so the conflict is he wants to sit on the wire. The birds don't want him, the little birds, right? So what are they doing to get him off?
They like pick
They're, yeah, we would say pecking at his
toe.
talons, I guess. Those are talons? Yeah, they're pecking at him. And what do you think will happen if you had to guess?
Oh, it was wrong.
Yeah, so one by one, he's going to drop. So this is a conflict or a problem, right? He can't stay on that wire because the little birds don't want him there, right? Okay? Let's see. Yeah, that's quite good for them. Ready? Here we go. Those little birds look very happy. Look at their faces. They're all so angry, aren't they? Okay. Off, and they ended up what? They ended up being naked, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right? So if you had to say, do you know the term, the moral of the story? Have you heard that before?
Oh,
Moral of the story?
I think I heard it.
So if I were to say, what is the moral of that movie? It would be, what is moral? The which one? Don't tease. Yeah. So somewhere, okay. Lucas, make sure you fill out conflict. Do you remember what the conflict is? Mida, what's conflict? So Lucas can fill it out.
The conflict is a kind of difficult the problem.
Okay, so the difficulty of the problem, right? Or the challenge. Yeah. Okay, we're going to review these real quick, and then it's time for you guys to go. Okay, I'm going to give the definition. I want you to say the word. You ready? Okay. You yell it out once you know it.
Can you use this?
No, don't use that. Don't use that. Just use this brain you've done. The main events in the order that they happened in the story is the
Setting.
plot. Plot. Yep.